finally the price of Zilliqa is above 4 cents, and I'm so very happy we have reached this far. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been telling you to buy Zilliqa for the past 6 months when the price was absolutely at the bottom, so you do not have like any excuse right now, because I have been doing this like on a daily basis for the most part, and finally we are about to reap the rewards. And it's all about patience, ladies and gentlemen. It's all about patience. And even though we have been going up in value for like the past few weeks, there is a lot of upside potential. There is way too much upside potential, because if you take a look at the market cap, right, even though we have had like an explosive past month, we are still very undervalued. 504 million US dollars. Ladies and gentlemen, the ability and the potential, the growth potential of Zilliqa is above 20 billion US dollars, because if you talk about the things that Zilliqa does in comparison to Ethereum, right? I mean, Ethereum has got a market cap of about 60 billion US dollars. Zilliqa performs or provides better services, and it is a direct competitor to Zilliqa in all it is a direct competitor to Ethereum in all aspects. And next year, right? Obviously, I have already talked about this for like a lot of times, and you have to understand the most important role that decentralized finance is going to be playing, and why this is going to be like the best opportunity for Zilliqa to make a name for itself. Next year and the coming, I don't know, like so long the bull run is going to be fully activated, right? Zilliqa has got that potential, that chance to make a name for itself. It does do quite a lot of things better than Ethereum in terms of scaling, right? And usually what happens is when there's a lot of euphoria and the prices are going up way too high, right? Everything just becomes super expensive. Bitcoin transactions become so expensive. Ethereum transactions also are not spared. Now, I understand a lot of you are going to be saying, okay, Ethereum did introduce proof of stake, right? And they are transitioning to Ethereum 2.0. But ladies and gentlemen, you have to understand that transitioning of Ethereum from Ethereum 1 to Ethereum 2.0 is going to take about 5 years. Zilliqa already has a mainnet. Zilliqa already has a proof of stake model which really works. Okay, and Zilliqa is going to be creating a Zilliqa Ethereum bridge, which is going to allow all the things that are being created on Ethereum to work on Zilliqa, and that is the biggest deal. And this is one opportunity which is really going to allow Zilliqa to sort of overtake and perhaps just end up falling into the top 10 cryptocurrencies. If we are going to be able to like just grab a little portion of the decentralized finance world, right? If we can just have like a little bit of stake in that particular niche, right, and we can dominate that particular market, then everything is going to be very explosive, especially for the long-term believers out there. And yeah, I'm just so excited for the future. Of course, I'm a very huge, advocate of always taking profits. And, for the past few days, I've been very blatant and very honest with you guys in terms of my trades and my profit taking ventures. So, just like I told you, right, for the past 6 months, I have been accumulating and just buying a lot of Zilliqa, and we got in like super early. We got in around these areas, So obviously for us, it's way too profitable right now. I'm actually satisfied, to be honest, and I'm not even going to be like very greedy. I'm very satisfied at this particular moment. So I'm just taking profits on our way up, because the reason why I'm taking profits is in case anything happens to the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies or alternative cryptocurrencies, right? I'm going to be able to like, increase my bag by just getting to buy back. However, I do not touch my principal. I barely touch it. Okay, so all the money that I invested in around these areas, right, is still intact. It's still in here, and it's going to be like my long-term bag, and I'm not going to sort of disturb it. I'm just always going to be chipping profits on top of it. Like whenever I make some profits, I just remove it. So obviously a few days ago, well, to be precise, 2 days ago, right, if you take a look at my YouTube channel, right, I did take some profits here basically 2 days ago. If you want, you can check out this video. I never hide anything. I'm always like super honest with you guys, and I did take profit, and the price ended up going to around $0.036 here. And it was more like a double bottom, and then from there, since then, the price of Zilliqa has obviously increased in value, and we have had obviously like a major pump, almost like a 20% pump. But of course, yesterday I didn't make any video because I was kind of busy, so I couldn't really update you guys, and this is one of the reasons why you didn't hear from me, and a major move happened. Okay, but if you heard what I told you in my previous video, right, always leave your principal. The reason why you always leave your principal in the trade is there's going to be opportunities, or there's going to be situations where the price just doesn't come back to the area that you want it to come back down to. But if you always have something in the trade, right, you're always going to be in profits. Let's say, for example, it just keeps on going up. And if we also had to look, if we look at the larger time frame, right, in this particular case, the weekly time frame, right, the weekly time frame has a lot of upward potential. But you have to understand, since we're looking at the weekly, right, a lot of things can happen within 7 days. The price can pump for 4 days, the price can dump for 3 days. So this is one of the reasons why we can face a little bit of downtime, like on the daily basis, or not really on the daily basis, but on the daily time frame. Like for example here, okay, we did face some downtime. The price was dumping for like 5 days, okay, from 8th December till 12th December. The price was correcting, and that is absolutely normal because the weekly is made up of 7 days, okay. But if you take a look at the weekly statistics, right, the weekly chart, right, it is very intact. It barely shows like any correction in here, okay. So this is obviously most likely going to continue happening. Overall, Zilliqa is very bullish. Okay, it is very, very bullish on a weekly time frame. However, there's going to be situations where there's going to be price corrections on the daily time frame, and these are going to be very good opportunities to load and buy the dip. All you have to do is figure out where the sell exhaustion happens. If you don't really know how to figure out where the sell exhaustion is, or how to determine whether the buy exhaustion has happened or the sell exhaustion has happened, well, you can always email me and we can have like a detailed discussion. I'm not really going to get into that, but there's ways that you can determine that, okay, there's not going to be like any further bleeding. And when that happens, you simply get in because you know that Zilliqa is a $1 cryptocurrency. Zilliqa is potentially a $2 cryptocurrency. Now, I'm sure a lot of you are going to be saying, okay, what's your price prediction for Zilliqa? Because I usually get that question like on a daily basis. So by the end of 2021, trust me, the price of Zilliqa is going to be above $1. And obviously, I'm just being very, very conservative because if you guys have experienced any bull run, any cryptocurrency bull run, you know how frustrating it is when it comes to high transactions. You know how frustrating it is when you're trying to buy some DeFi coin on Uniswap and the price of Ethereum is like so expensive in terms of the transactions, right? I mean, there's a lot of value and there's a lot of, windows of opportunities for other cryptocurrencies to sort of, penetrate through. But if you look at other competitors, right, like let's say, for example, let's pick of a random cryptocurrency in the top 10, which happens to be like a smart contract platform, right? Let's say, for example, we get Cardano. Cardano doesn't have the facility to to do well, how can I put it? It doesn't really have any ETH to Cardano bridge. And does Cardano have decentralized finance? Does it have some sort of uniswap equivalent? I bet it doesn't. Or if it does, then they're probably just getting to create it. Does Cardano have any decentralized exchange? Does Cardano facilitate things which Zilliqa is already implementing right now? I bet you it doesn't. So this is one of the reasons why Zilliqa stands a better chance of filling that void in terms of easing the pain points of Ethereum. You get what I mean? Because Ethereum, even though it's like kind of perfect, right? It's not really that flawless. There's always things that really nag a lot of people, things that really bother people like me, because I don't want to pay exorbitant fees in terms of transactions. I don't like to experience a lot of sleepage and just way too many, expensive transaction fees. It doesn't really make any sense. It defeats the purpose of cryptocurrencies. Cryptocurrencies are supposed to be affordable, but you don't want to have a situation where the transaction fee is more than the price of coffee. It's more than $10. It's more than $15. It doesn't really make any sense, So during the next bull market, right, Ethereum is most likely going to be experiencing the same type of issues. Scaling is going to be a very huge issue. And there's going to be developers are going to look for alternative, cheaper solutions. So if Zilliqa has got that, bridge, Zilliqa to Ethereum bridge, right? The developers who are building on Ethereum, right? They're basically not really going to be sort of, inconvenienced due to the fact that they have to learn Scala, they have to learn the Zilliqa programming language, and they just have to migrate and switch to another blockchain. No, everything is going to be all good. There's going to be a bridge. So all that DeFi which is on Ethereum is really going to get siphoned to Zilliqa, and people are going to be needing Zilliqa to provide these cheaper alternative transactions, and this is where the price of Zilliqa is going to skyrocket. Okay, so this is a very good window of opportunity for Zilliqa and the Zilliqa team, and I'm very happy that these guys are supersonic in terms of implementing a lot of different developments, because Zilliqa was one of the first cryptocurrencies to ever sort of do this the proof of scale and just switch and just have it on its mainnet, if you know what I mean. And if you talk about network sharding, sharding technologies, sharding capabilities, right? Zilliqa was the first cryptocurrency to have the sharding capability. It was implemented on the mainnet way too back, before a lot of different other cryptocurrencies were able to get a hang of it. So these guys are very fast when it comes to implementations and just being innovative, which is very good. So now what the Zilliqa team needs to do is they have to make sure that the Zilliqa bridge gets to be implemented as soon as possible before the end of Q1. When that happens, they need to do a lot of marketing. They need to really highlight why, obviously, getting to utilize Zilliqa in comparison to Ethereum, especially due to the fact that a lot of people are going to be facing these pain points, right? Because obviously everybody is going to be inconvenienced. Because guys, I remember during the heydays of Uniswap, right? That time there was DeFi was exploding, and there was a lot of demand for a lot of decentralized finance tokens, right? It was very frustrating to go on Uniswap, pay around $200 worth of fees, and then potentially get your coin. But if Zilliqa is going to have everything ready and everything in place, right, it's going to be a very good thing in terms of people who really want to save a lot of money. Because I'm telling you, a lot of people really wasted a lot of money on Ethereum transaction fees. And it's a very good advantage, it's a very good opportunity for Zilliqa to actually get to make a name on it for itself. And if you look at the Zilliqa ranking, right, we are occupying the 47th place, and getting to the top 10 rank is obviously like 30 spots away, right? And by the time it reaches the top 10 level, right, the top 10 ranked, one of the top 10 ranked cryptocurrencies, right, that is obviously going to bring explosiveness in terms of your portfolio growing. And this is where people get to make a lot of money. So the thing is, even though, yes, we have like a very good project that we're supporting, and yes, we have like a lot of potential to make a lot of money, right? You always have to understand we are always going to be facing an underlying risk. There's always going to be like a risk of something bad happening, some people hacking the project, or just some terrible situation happening. So this is one of the reasons why you should always have a habit of taking profits. You should always take profits and make sure that you are not really facing as much of a risk if anything bad had to happen. So remember, my strategy is always leaving my principal amount of money in the trade, but I always chop out, or rather, I always take profit. Always take profit as often as possible. Okay, so I don't know, guys. I'm just way too excited about Zilliqa, and right now we are reaping the benefits. And please do not get me wrong, right? It's not always going to be bullish, just like it's not always going to be bearish, right? Because for the most part, I'm sure you guys remember, like 2 months ago, everything else was pumping, everything else was going up except Zilliqa, and everybody just started getting frustrated. So you have to remember, this bullish run that we are having, it's not always going to be like this. We're not always going to be like celebrating and just seeing gains on our portfolio, right? There's going to be a point where the momentum is sort of going to get exhausted. But if you are in the habit of always taking profits, right, you're going to be excited because you are ready to buy the dip. But if you're just one person who never takes any money off of the table, right, you're obviously going to get frustrated when such a thing happens. Okay, so please always mitigate your risks and always make sure that you are in a better position in case the worst had to happen. Okay, that's just how you're supposed to survive and just maneuver, especially in these cryptocurrency streets, because it is a very shady type of niche whereby we don't even have like any proper regulations, and in case somebody had to scam you, right, where are you going to go? This thing is not really regulated. It's barely regulated. This whole environment is made up of scammers and all that stuff. So you should always reduce your risk, and you can only do this by always chopping off the profits and doing what you're supposed to do at the right and appropriate time. So if we take a look at the daily time frame, right, obviously Zilliqa has like a few more days to continue pumping up, but I wouldn't be surprised if we had like another correction, if we had like some drawback, and if we had to do that, right, obviously getting back to around $0.036, like around this area would be like a very good reload zone. But there's also a very good chance that the price of Zilliqa is going to continue pushing up, because there's going to be like a lot of announcements, especially during this month, and especially during the month of January and February. So obviously this upside momentum is just going to continue going on, and people are going to be like excited. Like the more the prices are going to be increasing, the more people are going to be enticed to invest and just huddle and just do what they're supposed to do. And besides that, the other thing that you can do is you can think about staking ZIL. Just think of staking ZIL, because like that you earn additional money. So instead of just hodling your positions, you can always, you know, try to like stake and make some more ZIL. So if you're not really in the habit of trading and just, you know, going back and forth into trades and all that stuff, you can just, you know, stake your Zilliqa and earn some money on top of that, and earn some passive income. I think that would be like a better thing to do. And moreover, if you're staking, right, I don't know whether GZIL is like the governance token of the, you know, ZIL swap, which happens to be like a decentralized exchange for the Zilliqa whole DeFi thing, right? So obviously back in the day, right, people used to get some GZIL. So GZIL is a governance token, and if you earn GZIL, right, you're going to have the rights the rights to sort of vote and just govern and just participate in what's going to be happening to the Zilliqa, you know, platform. So that is obviously like a bonus and an added advantage of you know, supporting projects, especially during their early days, you know. And in the future, who knows, your voting power is going to really make a difference, and you can really get to, you know, make decisions and just be very influential, especially with regards to decisions and the trajectory of the Zilliqa project. So that is obviously like an added bonus. And besides that, I think staking is also like a very, very good thing that you can do due to the fact that you can earn some passive income. So yeah, just think about that as well. And perhaps I'm going to do like a separate video on how people can safely stake their coins, because, you know, sometimes you guys need to be extra careful, because let's say, for example, you download a fake wallet, right, and then you just start your process, then you get scammed. So you have to make sure that you understand what you're doing, and you have to make sure that you are doing it the right way, because if you make any mistakes, you can end up losing your whole bag, and you don't want to do that. So please, before you get into staking, before you just make these moves, make sure that you understand what you're doing and what you're about to do, because I do not want to be responsible for your gains or your losses. So just like I told you, right, everything that I talk about in these videos is not really meant to be considered as financial advice, because I'm not a financial advisor, and I always advise people to do their own due diligence, because if you make losses, right, you're most likely going to blame a third party, you know. So you just have to cultivate this mentality where you are responsible for your actions. Okay, whether you make profits or losses, I'm not going to be the one to be blamed. You know, if I give some good, I don't know, technical analysis, and you make some money off of my advice, and then that's all on you. Whether you make profits or losses, it's all on you, because you're doing those particular actions, you know. So please always do your own due diligence. Anyway, today I just wanted to like talk about that. I'm not really giving like any trading recommendations for now, because I really feel like we are in a situation where Bitcoin can slightly retrace. You know, Bitcoin can mess up the whole thing. So this is one of the reasons why, you know, I would rather take profits than put more money in ZIL or any other cryptocurrency, because I know for a fact, come on, 23,000 US dollars. Yes, I know Bitcoin can actually reach 100,000 and it's going to do very well, but I just feel and know that the market makers are going to mess up this whole thing. And if Zilliqa drops, right, if it crashes, if it drops, then all the alternative cryptocurrencies drop together with Zilliqa. So this is one of the reasons why I do not really feel comfortable in with regards to like you know, trading and just getting into some you know, some new positions. So this is one of the reasons why today I just wanted to like talk about the positive and the potential of Zilliqa. I'm not really going to do anything extreme like what I did here. Like this was very, very ballsy right over here, you know, like giving this 24 to 48 hour ultimatum and just, you know, flapping my wings and just, you know, showing my prowess. Yeah, that was like very bold, and thank God it did work out, because technical analysis does work. There's a little bit of mathematics to this madness, and it did end up doing very well, and I'm sure a lot of people really made at least something out of this particular whatever price prediction. But right now, please do not get me wrong, I'm super bullish, but I just don't feel like doing any more trades, like any trades at this particular moment, because we are in a situation where the price of Bitcoin might kind of drop. And if it does drop, right, we have 16,295, this particular area, or we can even go back to 17,000 or even 18,000. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say, hey, we've been consolidating below 20,000 for like the past year. So this is obviously the takeoff, like Bitcoin is taking off right now. Yes, I understand that, but you have to understand that is very easy for the market makers to sort of get you to think like that. You see, the market makers always try to like ruin whatever the retail traders are doing. Right now, everybody and their mother are very bullish. Everybody's saying 30,000 BTC, and everybody's probably putting in a long. So when that happens, right? Oh, by the way, let's check out the funding rate of Bitcoin. Yeah, cause we need to like know what the majority of people are doing. So funding rate history. Yeah, I mean, guys, come on, take a look at this. The funding rate of BTC right now is about 0.045. Okay, that is pretty crazy. Last time the funding rate of Bitcoin was around this particular area, 0.05 to about 0.07, right? We ended up crashing from 19 till 16,300. So right now, the longs are paying the shorts, okay? And when this happens, the market makers usually mess up the whole party, So this is one of the reasons why we're going to see a reset of the funding rate, and when that happens, there's going to be like a correction. Now, if you're going to be in a trade, in a leverage trade, or in just like any trade, right, with regards to alternative cryptocurrencies, right, you're obviously going to feel bad because the price is going to end up correcting. However, just like I told you, right, I'm just taking profits off of the table. My principal money is always going to be there. So even though I'm wrong, right, obviously my Zilliqa bag is going to be increasing in value because the price is continuing to go up, and I'm still good regardless. But in case the price goes down, right, I'm going to be way stronger than people who are just holding on to it because I took profits. So I'm going to have like way much more buying power in comparison to somebody who's just hodling. You get what I mean? So this is one of the reasons why I'm not basically going to, do anything crazy as far as saying, okay, I'm buying here and, the price is going to do this in 24 hours. I'm just chilling and I'm just basically reaping all the effort that I have been putting in for the past six to 8 months of just investing and talking about Zilliqa. 6 months ago, I've been talking about Zilliqa for like a very long period of time. So I just want to reap the benefits right now. I just want to reap the rewards and just chill basically. So anyhow, of course, Elrond did very well as well. Yeah. So with regards to Elrond, right? Elrond. Why do I keep on saying Elrond? So with regards to Elrond, it did very well. It almost reached $30. It went up as high as $27. So right now it's actually at 26. And on my previous video, right, which was where is that? Yeah, here, about a week ago, right, the price was around $14. So we made 100% profit in less than 7 days. So if you put in 100,000, right, you would have been chilling on 200,000 in a week, and that is even without using leverage. This was like using a 1x, just buying on spot and just letting your money ride for like 7 days. you guys were able to make like 100%. If you guys were utilizing leverage, oh, by the way, in case you guys want to like know how to do this leverage trading and stuff, yeah, yes, it's risky, and you have to practice proper good risk management, right? But there are situations where you can like easily and safely conduct a leverage trade. So if you were able to like use a 10x on this particular trade, right, you would have made about 1000% profit, which is crazy. So if you put 100,000, right, you would have made like $1 million. If you had 10,000, right, you would have made, I don't know, crazy amounts of money. Crazy amount of money. So you could have instead of just making 20,000, right, if you had a 10,000 investment in Elrond, if you used some leverage, you would have made 100,000, which is crazy. But anyhow, I'm not really trying to advocate for people to be doing leverage trades, because a lot of people don't really have the basic risk management sort of information. So a lot of people just tend to be very reckless and very careless. So if you're going to ever jump into leverage trading or margin trading, right, you have to understand the risk factor and what you need to like do in order for you to like minimize your risk. And I do teach people how to do these things. So if you want to like find out more information about that, please just email me. Yeah, my email is somewhere on my YouTube channel, probably like on my pinned comment. So yeah, you can check that out. So anyhow, without further ado, that's all I had to talk about today. So no buy recommendations, just profit taking recommendations. I'm just keeping it easy for now. So I hope you guys had a great time. What other cryptocurrencies have you guys been investing in? Ooh, and by the way, XRP looks like very, very good. I mean, we've got like a lot of opportunities, there's Uniswap, there's AVAX. Ooh, by the way, next week, starting Monday, I'm going to be giving you like very, very good trading opportunities. I'm going to be sharing my trades. So yeah, that's something that you should look forward to. And yeah, there's a lot of opportunities in this space, guys. We are definitely going to make a lot of money. We just need to be sober minded, practice proper risk management, and we're going to be very good. But otherwise, you guys are very, very you guys are definitely going to do very well in 2021. So regardless of the coronavirus and just everything that happened this year, count it all as blessings, because to be honest, we've been through a lot, and especially to us who just entered into the cryptocurrency world like late 2016, right? We obviously got to benefit from the 2017 early bull market, but ever since it's just been downhill, and the prices were just dropping. So technically speaking, right, this is going to be my first like real legit market cycle in terms of experiencing the bear market and the bull market. So yeah, let me just switch over to BTC, right? So when I came into cryptocurrencies, right, I think it was like late 2016, or like in Q3 2016. So we were, yeah, I think we were perhaps here when the wait. Yeah, I think somewhere here. Oh, is it there? I don't know. The price was like less than 1,000. Okay, so the time I was experiencing all these emotions, right, I didn't have all the experience. I was like a newbie, and when this happened, right, I didn't even take any profits. Like, I was very oblivious. I didn't even know what to do. I just saw my cryptocurrency portfolio just do tremendously well, and I was just reckless. And then this happened, months and months and months of just anger and just anguish. The price is just continuing to just drop. Everything that I had gained during these times, right, during these pumps, like everything depleted. I lost pretty much everything, but this time around, I was privileged enough to go through the bear market, and I was able to like keep my composure. I was able to like go through this uptrend, and then we had this nasty correction as well. So this time around, I really feel like if I'm going to be privileged enough to be alive during the next, I don't know, peak of the bull market, right? I'm definitely going to do the right thing as far as taking profit is concerned. So basically, ever since I've been in cryptocurrencies, right? Ever since I started investing in cryptocurrencies, it has only been a learning process. I haven't reaped the full potential of what I can, because all this time I've just spent learning and just perfecting my skills and just perfecting my understanding of this environment. So this bull run is obviously going to be the first official bull run that is obviously going to change my life, because I have had a lot of time to sort of understand the market and to know what to do, when to do what I need to do. Does it make any sense? Yeah, I really hope that you guys agree with what I'm trying to say. So anyway, more of the story is, hopefully by the end of this bull market, I'm going to be good, at least for the most part. At least I'm going to have like some good money by the end of it all, with all the knowledge that I have acquired during these crazy times. So yeah, hopefully you guys have been learning your lessons as well, and I hope that you guys haven't given up, and I hope that you guys are going to maximize the potential and whatever you can get out of the next bull market. I hope you're going to sell at the right time, and I just hope you're not going to go back to having your portfolio go back to the same level, because that's what happened to me. I had the privilege of riding the bull market, but I just didn't know what to do at this particular time. I didn't know when to cash out, and then my portfolio just went back to where it was. It just go. I basically went to zero. So yeah, but it's all good. I learned my lesson, and hopefully I'm like a better person. I'm a better trader, and I'll do what I have to do like next time. So yeah, it's all good. So good. So anyway, it's been your boy Muna, aka Beyond 10x. Have fun and happy trading. Take care. Bye.